Hello everyone, and now welcome to game 3 in this best of 3 series between Snute and Grubby. Grubby spawning as the green Protoss on the bottom left hand side of the map. Meanwhile, Snute is spawning as the blue Zerg on the top right. And yeah, I really feel that Snute dug himself into a little bit of a hole in game 2 with that aggressionary attack against Grubby. Protoss players so easy to defend that natural expansion now, especially with that photon overcharge waiting to get 100 energy on that mothership core, and then you got like a range 13 cannon that does a tremendous amount of damage, attacks ground and air, and really makes it difficult to do anything else. So Snute losing a bit in that early game, didn't have enough production. He fought his way back to look like he may be able to take it, but simply the 3-3 upgrades, or the level 2 or level 3 shield upgrades is really what won the game for Grubby. As you know, Zerg units generally have a high attack rate with low damage. That means that armor is very efficient at those particular types of attack. Those Archons with 350 shields with level 2 shield upgrades just reduce the amount of damage that those Locusts and Zerglings were doing by so much. And by reducing that damage, enough of those Archons were able to get splash damage onto Corruptors, and that was the tipping point. Once the Corruptors were gone, the Tempest and the Void Rays were free to run around, and Snute could never reach a decent number of Corruptors to hold off the following attack. Now, has Snute learned his lesson from the previous game? Is he going to once again try to push in a little bit too hard at here on Cloud Kingdom? Cloud Kingdom, this walkway here is pretty narrow, and the photon overcharge does protect this front door entrance pretty well. So the roaches are going to have a difficult time trying to break this down, as the Nexus will be joining in on the battle. Grubby now getting up a forge here, getting up that gateway. Is he going to perhaps get another building down? No, this is going to be a typical build, as we can see a hatchery already coming in at the third base location. The probe now trying to slip by will be able to do exactly that. He wants to, I believe, scout out to see if a third base if the third base was taken. And yes, the third base was taken, and Grubby goes, okay, you know what, I know what this is about. Third base, the third base has already been taken. That will be finishing up. This base already being taken as well. And all Grubby can really hope to do is now say, you know what, Probe, I hope you got some legs on you and you can go home fast enough. But I believe the Zerglings will be able to poke you apart. Oh, is it going to recharge shields? Is it going to recharge shields? One more. Oh, just trying to get away, and the Zergling is going to come up and smack it. So very nicely done. Now let's take a look here. Zealot on the front door. We can see gateway, cybernetics core. Are we going to be going into a photon cannon? The Zergling sitting off over here, perhaps going to try and bait this Zealot to leave its position. Yeah, so it's just running around in circles, looking oh so cute. Reminds me of a episode of Carbots. Anyways, let's take a look at here. The Zergling just sitting right there. Oh, the Zealot's going to move out. Oh, this could be bad. The Zerglings could actually get their way in there. And no, they are not going to try to run in, as they know a Stalker is perhaps nearby as well. So the Zealot gets in an easy shot, as the Zealot now tries to chase down that Zergling. 3 bases to 2 here on Cloud Kingdom. And this is no big surprise. I'm sure every Protoss player has been in a situation like this on Cloud Kingdom versus a Zerg. It's going to be how Grubby decides to put pressure. Now, Grubby is just walking around with this one Stalker, perhaps going to try to get some easy shots, easy kills with these units. A lot of Protoss players have been a little bit more adventurous with this early Zealot Stalker combination. It forces the Zerg player to train a lot more Zerglings and not nearly as many drones, but we see now Snute going into 9 more drones anyways. So it looks like this one Stalker Zealot combination is not going to be dealing that much damage, and that Stalker is just actually fighting on creep. So that creep is or causing a bit of problems as the Stalker now trying to get away. The Zealot being left behind here. Not quite sure why the Stalker was just like, you know what, Zealot, you're okay. I'm not going to do anything. I guess this is AD carry. This is support, as the support is just going, why am I taking so much damage? I'm like, so I can get kills. Let's take a look at here. The Stalker now making a move in and getting in some easy shots there. There's another hit there as the Queen and the units are still engaging back and forth. Zealot going to get in some easy kills here on the retreat. One Zergling could get taken down. Yes, one Zergling there. Oh, another Zergling could have been taken down, but no. Stalker doesn't get the final shot off, so not a good trade at all, as we now see another hatchery coming in from Snute. So Grubby trying to even up the things economically, only to quickly find that it is not going to be even, as a Void Ray now finds an Overlord up on that high ground there. So Void Ray kill, nicely done. What is this going to be happening here? Perhaps the Void Ray can rush on over to the natural, or this expansion, and try and destroy it before Queens can get there with creep. A second Void Ray perhaps on the way as well. Yes, going to be making a beeline move straight for this hatchery. This hatchery is already going to be at about 1,000 hit points when it is completed, and now the Stalker has to be careful. Oh, Zerglings, metabolic boost just about to be completed. Stalkers, Zerglings now trying to do a surround here. The Queens are going to get there, and there it goes. Grubby perhaps not engaging with this Void Ray earlier. That could come back to haunt him, as this hatchery is now going to be pretty much operational. Mothership core, photon cannon. Zerglings know that they cannot make any real headway there, as we are now sitting on more units. Production buildings, let's take a look at this. One Stargate, one robotics facility, one gateway. It feels like a lot of the game has turned into just trying to expand up to 3 bases with one of each production building for both Terran and Zerg. Or sorry, Terran and Protoss. And then after you got your 3rd base up, then start adding the necessary production buildings you need to flesh everything out. Alright, Void Ray. Zealot now in position, holding the Zelnaga Tower. Another Void Ray off here. The prismatic alignment should be very important in dealing extra damage, as we see Zerglings and drones just sitting here at the natural expansion, or this 4th base, making sure that nothing is going on. Alright, so Snute really, I think, is in a dominating situation here. Grubby has not gotten any worker kills, and if you take a look at the losses, Snute has barely lost anything in this matchup so far. Zerglings still running around, pretty much full control of anywhere it wants to go. Spore Crawlers now being thrown down as well, as the Void Ray can't even get off a single kill anywhere on the map. Zerglings may try to make their way in, and oh, a beautiful block at just the last second with that Zealot warp in. And now, I believe enough units will get taken down for those Zerglings to actually not efficiently trade with that pylon. 157 supply though compared to 113, as we're now going into a second and third Stargate. So Grubby really trying to go into this 3-gate play, 3-star play. Really liking air, and is this gonna be enough? All right, here we go. Force fields could be coming in. There you have it, and now the mothership core needs to back off. Void Rays coming in, and is this gonna be enough? Oh, this could potentially be bad. Or is this one particular hatchery gonna go down? Is it gonna be able to recall in time? And oh gosh, all those units were taken down. The Void Rays were taken down, but at the sacrifice of the hatchery there. Taking a look at the losses, Grubby lost a bit much in that engagement. Unlike in Warcraft 3, the recall is not immediate once it hits off, and with that, that does become a problem. All right, Zerglings now looking to engage. You can see the Corruptors are already in the air. This does not look good. I believe Grubby is pretty much just waiting for Liquid Snute to attack move into him. Liquid Snute has such a large army, and now that Liquid Snute also coming in with perhaps Ventral Sacs, is it? No, he doesn't have Ventral. Oh, there it is. Ventral Sacs now coming online. We are going to be having a bit of Baneling carpet bombing, And with that, with Corruptors as support, this is just going to absolutely destroy this expansion here. So Zerglings, Overseers, Corruptors, all coming in together. Is this going to be enough? Are there going to be a lot of photon cannons? Yes, there will. Mothership Core now back online. Zerglings now looking to come in comes the Overlords from the north. Here we have it. What's going to be going on? And all the units are now simply just dropping down. Zerglings absorbing, and Banelings just bombing all over the place, taking down a good number of workers there, and now perhaps trying to take down the main base here as well. Alright, so a lot of workers. Zerglings are swarming. So difficult to see what's happening underneath, but Grubby does give the GG. Liquid Snute took control of the game. Grubby never got enough harassment in, and Liquid Snute takes this best of 3. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening.